And Laure, welcome to TR Unblocked. You really do seem to have a different role at L'Oreal, managing two divisions that are also very, very different from each other. One being in the pharmacy channel and the other in professional hair salons. I mean, how do you cope with this rather kind of stretched brand and product lineup?
Okay, so first let's go back to the context. You first had COVID, and this reinforced a lot the need for specialists, whether it's a pharmacy, whether it's a doctor, whether it's a hairdresser. And the second important point is inflation today that has reinforced the need for consumers to try and find the best value for money. And these two divisions, it's exactly what they are about, finding very good products with powerful molecules in high concentration, finding a prescription, having a diagnosis done, and being into products that are really the best value for money you can find.
Well, clearly it's not such a stretch. Now, interestingly, if we move on to one of your products, La Roche-Posay, it actually grew by plus 249% over 2019. Now, for such an established brand over decades, this kind of growth seems to be opening new market frontiers for you. Is this the case, or are there other drivers that are in the game?
On local markets worldwide, the brand is growing double digit. It's doing 3 times the market, so definitely La Roche-Posay is doing a great performance. One reason for that is, the fact that the products are super efficient and they are sold at the right price. I'm going to give you 2 examples. When you think about Yalu B5, it's the perfect association of two hyaluronic acids with B5 vitamin and with madecasoside. So at the same time, it's going to plump your skin, repair it, soothe it. All that for less than 40 euros.
It's going to help me?
It's going to help many people, and it's going to help you a lot.
Thank you.
And I'm going to give you another example because you must have seen it during Cannes. It's Antelios.
Yes.
UV Immune 400, which is the biggest revolution in UV care, for 30 years, I would say. Typically, this is sold for less than 20 euros, and it's such a breakthrough. So this is the real reason for success. And now the reason why we in travel retail are growing triple digit is the fact that we were launched only 7 years ago, and we still have a way to go to catch up with all the rest of the world.
I've got it. Now, we move into travel retail specific questions. I mean, your division started, as you said earlier, only sort of 7 years ago. Up to date, how is the distribution looking for pharmacy brands like Vichy, La Roche-Posay, and SkinCeuticals? Now, it seems from the professional division, only Kerastase is currently available. What about the US-based brand Redken? Are we ever going to see that brand in the travel retail in the near future?
Okay, so first, let's go back to Kerastase. Kerastase today is present in 77 shops amongst 172 key doors. So the brand still have room to grow. At the same time, we've experienced an incredible growth on the local markets. And today, Kerastase is the first brand, amongst all channels worldwide in hair care. #1 brand, and it has just become the #1 brand in only a few years. So I think that the priority is to echo this success and enable our retailers, to get the brand, develop it, recruit new consumers, and this is a priority for today.
What about Redken?
Well, what about Redken? I will think about it tomorrow.
So no plans for Redken?
Not yet.
Okay.
I'm not saying the brand will never be in travel retail, but right now I think the main objective is to give our retailers a possibility also to beneficiate from this huge success that we've got on the local markets.
That's fair enough. Now, during Tax Free World exhibition last year, you highlighted the unique hair diagnosis tool, which apparently converts some 30% of store visits to a purchase. How would you envisage this being executed in a travel retail store?
Well, this is going to be executed the same way as it is in a salon. So very professionally with diagnosis and prescription, all this done by a certified BA.
One final question, Anne-Laure, and I ask this to all your colleagues. And my audience would be thrilled to know just how you would describe the L'Oréal Cosmetic Active and Professional Division's vision for travel retail in the next 5 years.
Okay, I would describe the vision I have for it, saying that it's going to be thriving. Today I have a chance, to lead in travel retail two divisions that perfectly correspond to what people are looking for. I mentioned about expert products, I mentioned about science, about the good value for money. And in addition to that, I think that we also defend causes that resonate with consumers and obviously with travelers. Just to give you one example, La Roche-Posay, is very engaged into cancer, uh, you know, um trying to promote early skin cancer detection, doing collaborations with derms, with oncologues also, and all this to make sure we are also developing products that help people who have cancer soothe, the skin issues that they have. So these brands are really very much invested into that. Vichy is invested into menopause. And obviously, with people getting older and older, for sure, it's going to be a main cause, and it already is. And I think that today it's also what people are looking for, when they buy a brand. So definitely the future for us is thriving, I believe.
An additional final question. I mean, given the exponential growth of your two divisions, do you think there is a reason and justification for travel retailers to reimagine the store layouts to accommodate the growth of your product range?
Well, they are already rearranging, it's a global trend. You've got today in Asia Xinhaigang, which has just opened, which is an enormous, great mall in Hainan. And today, this mall is, really focused on experience. Uh, and what would be experience without experts? It's always, it would always be the same. What can make the difference with this brand is the fact that you're talking to a specialist, and he is able to find the right solutions for you. So I believe it's today, even the retailers feel this need for experience, and it's what we are about. So I guess that the channel is going to be super well adapted to our products in the future.
That's a suitable note on which to end this interview. Thank you, Anne, for your time.
Thank you very much, Peter.